So your job is just sit here and go,
Watch it, make sure it doesn't quit.
Yeah, make sure the stitches are, if the stitches look bumpy or weird or bubbly, you want to stop it.
Yeah, this is the part I was worried about, is whether it'd get over those threads, and it does. It seems to be fine. She likes the drunkard's path, but she wants something more modern on the
Oh my God, this is
print.
perfect.
And I said, well,
this is modern.
It is.
For sure. And then you use solids?
Today I'm working on a quilt for my sister. She picked the pattern, and it's a drunkard's path, and I decided to put the bubbles, which was suggested by Karen, and I love it because it's the bubbles are kind of like champagne with the drunkard's path. So I think it'll be nice for her.
Yeah, that feels so cool. So we offer these machines for rent, and Pauline is a renter, and she's quilting by the hour here. And we also do custom quilting for people that aren't interested in quilting their own quilt themselves. And then we also do private classes. We teach anything related to quilting in support of the quilting community. So even if you have no idea what you're doing, it's still, you can still come in and we'll teach you how to do it. 12,025 stitches to go.
It's such a unique situation for quilters to be able to come in here and just be with other quilters and just hear what other people are talking about and get encouragement. And people just like to talk about their art.
Quilting is really isolating. You tend to be alone, and having other people here makes it feel a lot more social. And historically, that's what quilting was about, is being social, having that quilting guild or that bee. And, the kids were under the quilt while you could sit there and listen to everybody gossip and hand quilt. But yeah, it's kind of the same thing here. It's really nice to have people that are like-minded, and having people bop in for no other reason, just to see what we're working on.
This is a quilt from a client who's entering it in the Minnesota show, and she wanted me specifically to do it, but she didn't have a preconceived idea of what she wanted. So we're just letting the quilt talk and put the needle down and go. It makes its own magic. I just have to drive.
I like the community part of it and being with like-minded people for stitching. It's nice to bounce ideas off of and get ideas, and just coming in and stitching with people that are all in the same area of interest.
On Thursday nights we have open sewing night from 4 to 8, and anybody can join us, and people come in, work on their handwork, or they just come in, work on bindings and the design wall. They love our steamer and our cutting table. They're all big. Some people don't want to dismantle their living room, just to sew, so they come here. Here we go.
I took the class on how to use a long arm with Karen, and she does a fabulous job. Working with Karen, Cheryl, and Frank, whenever you come in to do a quilt, they're always really helpful. I've made 12 quilts in the last 2 years, and I've got a couple more going I'm working on, so.
Our goal when we started to design the space was to put as many modern quilts in the studio as possible. But the point was that we would have an open door, stay open late, stay open on the weekends kind of thing, where anybody who has any questions, they don't have to go on YouTube, they can just walk in and we can help. And we love it when young people come in, because we're sort of passing the torch.
With Instagram, it's very common.
If a little kid, like a 3rd grader, is driven and we know that they're able to reach the sewing pedal, then we will take them under our wing and teach them how to quilt. And it was kind of funny the other day. I had a 3rd grader, and she kept saying, "This is really fun. This is really fun. This is fun." I thought it would be boring, and it is fun.
We want addicts. We want new addicts. Quilting is a good thing. It's better than the bar, better than the casino.
Between Cheryl and Karen, I can get just about any kind of input I need. It's easy. It's easier.
So there's 3 stages of quilting. That's making the top, quilting the quilt, and then doing the binding. And so all 3 of those require learning and skill, and that's where we just step in and help. This is Terri's quilt, and we're doing a little collaboration. I'm doing the quilting, she did the embroidery. We're just the texture guys. We're adding texture.
It's exciting to see the end product. I've worked, you work on it so long and then you just want to make it pop more. The quilting part is not my forte, so I leave that up to Karen.
See, I just love touching it.
It's popping and just looking more beautiful as it goes, so.
The worst thing is if somebody came by and said, "Oh, I like your blanket," and then we'd just cry. Because it's not a blanket, it's a canvas of art, and it just happens to be fiber.